Jason. Jason was my hardest baby with colic. He was colicky a lot, Jason was, as a baby. However, he's also the first in our family to walk. Well, first of all, to crawl and to walk and to do all these other things. I mean, he would talk, he would climb things as a little kid. Just, I'd go out there and there'd be a ladder, and he would have a Tinker Toy box over his head climbing up the ladder. And I'd think, is that fun? You could fall. And so he was more of a challenge as a baby. And then he became a challenge as a teenager. However, nobody could make me laugh like Jason, especially when he got older. Because I was reading this book that says that what you're supposed to do is reflect back to that person. You seem sad, or you seem angry, or something like that to reflect back their feelings. And one time I said to, it wasn't Jason, it was somebody else. I said, are you something about, are you angry? Are you upset or what, or something? But Jason says, oh, now I can't remember the phrase. He always say, oh, I see, you sound really upset. And Jason around the corner would say, you think, Ma? And he would just, he would come back with those quips. So, and he would make me laugh. And I remember as a teenager, I put him on restriction more than any kid of ours. I restricted him, I'm sure he's told you this, from the library. He didn't,
Mm-mm.
because he wouldn't go to the library to work on things. He went to the library to meet his friends. I said, well, you're not getting any homework done. And so you can't go to the library anymore. So he tells everybody, my mom restricted me from the library. And then, of course, you know the history of him almost not graduating because you don't know. I went up to him because he'd gotten a warning about that he needed certain amount of credits or he wouldn't be graduating. So I said, Jason, I'm going to come and talk to your English teacher. It was in English, obviously. And we're going to find out what we're supposed to do. And I made an appointment with the teacher. And I showed up on the steps going towards it. And Jason saw me. Oh, guys, yeah, I forgot. My mom's coming with me to talk to my teacher. I'll have to see you later for something or whatever. And so we go in there, and I find out that he just has not that much to do. It's more of sitting down and writing because he's a thinker. And so at that time, we had a little PC Junior. So I would just type out what he would be thinking instead of having him write it out. And so he passed his class. So he graduated, ended up graduating. So I was very proud. Jason, I should be wearing that cap and gown. Come and get a picture with your mom. It wouldn't be right for me not to be in your graduation picture. Jason was my first at everything, crawling, walking. He'd stretch for a kitty cat, and next thing you know, he'd be up on his feet trying to get around to touching that cat. And that would motivate him. And he crawled early. He walked the soonest of all my kids. And after he got over the colic, he was a real active boy. He always was really an active kid. Brian was more of a pleaser. He wanted to say whatever you wanted to hear. Jason gave it to me the way he felt. I got that feeling. I knew when I got an answer from Jason, even as a kid. I knew, he never really lied to me. He may keep things from me, but he never, when I ever asked him anything, he'd tell me. Jason would be very honest in that way, and I remember that. I remember him just being I remember he had the cutest hair. He did. I'll have to show you some little pictures with Jason in them. His school pictures are adorable. I'm sure you've seen the one with the Seahawks. Yeah, little thing. But all of his pictures were cute. Even as a teenager, he has this sassy look on his face. But he was cool. Even with his sassy look. He was going to be one of those cool kids, and he was. Jason is also the one who helped Maria from being so shy. Because everybody knew Jason at school. In fact, one time the school teacher said to Jason, "Is Brian your brother?" And he said, "Yes." And he says, "Well, I liked Brian." But Jason was one of those who, no matter where he was, people would come to him. I don't know if we're getting out of order here or not. But they would put him back by the pencil sharpener. I don't know if you ever heard that story. Because he was disturbing other people. He was kind of a goof off, and he could make little cracks, and jokes about things. And so they put him back by the pencil sharpener, and that's where he had his desk. Well, guess what? Everybody had to sharpen their pencils all the time. He was known as when they go to the pencil sharpener, which meant you want to go talk to Jason. So it was funny.